Today I'm reviewing the DoubleShot basketball arcade game by Lifetime Products. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the install of the product. I'll also be discussing the improved electronics. Then I'll also be showing how the unit folds up for storage. So let's check it out. The install took about 2 hours to complete. Some of the install tips that I recommend: toss the tools that they send with it, use real tools. Also, the pump that they sent with it really was useless for me. I tried for 30 seconds to get it to work and it just wasn't doing much, so I'd recommend using a bike pump to inflate the basketballs. I can also say, after installing it and seeing how well it's designed, this game is up to the task of taking some pretty heavy use over the years. Overall, the assembly was challenging and time-consuming, but really, with a couple of people, it should go pretty fast and should be playing basketball in no time. The DoubleShot arcade game has 12 game modes. It really feels like there's a game for any type of player, whether they're really good or just kind of starting out. The games are divided into 4 different categories. You have single player games, single or double player games, double player games, and multiplayer games. Another feature that I like is that the games have different skill levels. There's the Rookie, Pro, and All-Star skill levels. This is fun because you can start out at the Rookie level and then work your way up to the All-Star level. The other thing I like about the skill levels is that players of different abilities can play the same game together on more of a level playing field. My favorite game so far has been Game 7, which is Scoring Streak. This is a double player game where you get extra points for consecutive shots that you make, and this game never ends with one game, there's always a rematch. My son's favorite game is Crossfire, which is Game 10, and in this game you have to get 3 shots in your opponent's basket. Game 8 has also been fun. It's called Blackjack. In this game, the first person to get 21 points wins, and the game calls out a number, and if you make the basket when that number is displayed, you get those points. This has been a kind of a fun cool down game after playing some of the more competitive games. Blackjack is a fun one to play to kind of wind down. One of my favorite single player games has been High Score, where you can shoot in both baskets at the same time. And if you get a shot on both baskets at the same time, you get 6 bonus points. This game is really fun because the scoreboard keeps track of the highest score that's been reached, and then you can have competitions to see who can get a new record. One of the things that I dislike about this game the most is the sound during the game free throw. It can get really loud. It is a really fun game. I just recommend turning the volume down as low as you can when you play that game. Well, that wraps up the game modes. For more information, look at my link in the description for my game mode video, where I go into a little bit more detail on each of the games. When not in use, the game can be easily folded up so that it only takes up about 1/3 of the floor space. To fold it up, one person depresses the 2 push buttons on the hinge lock, and then another person lifts the end of the ramp. The push buttons then pop out and lock the unit in the folded position, and the process is reversed to unfold it. I love that you can fold it up so that it takes up less space. But I really like that the game can be adjusted for younger players. The ramp has adjustable legs so you can lower it down. And then as well, the backboard can be lowered to the lowest setting so the kids have an easier time making shots. Overall, it's so fun to play. Every time my wife and I play it, or I play it with the kids, you think, okay, I'm only going to play a couple of games. Yeah, a couple of games usually turns into like 15 or 20 rounds, and it's always a good time. It's hard to walk away from this game. If you have space in your game room, I think this would be a great addition. You can involve a whole lot of people playing it, or you can just play it by yourself. Alright guys, that's a wrap on this video. I really appreciate you watching today. Feel free to let me know what high scores you get in some of the different games in the comments below. Thanks for watching my video.
New record!